So are we live? Yes, we are live. Just trying to debug if you... Let's do a few things or something. Let me check very quick. Let me check very quick. Shit. Okay. So, what is the goal? I don't even know. Let's change the name of the... Gonna just wrap up the... There we go. So this is what I've done yesterday. There we go. So this is what I've done yesterday. There we go. Just doing some sound dealing with sounds. Yeah, okay. So now we need to refactor this thing and try to enhance it somehow. We need to add a cache system, a scope and an observer. So yeah, it's good to work, I guess. This thing is going to go away. Apparently I have a turbo internet connection. And we're back. Okay. And now we have a decent connection. So what we need to do is to add indeed the scope here. That seems to be working, and now we need to update the chatbot model in order to have some kind of a public static function. That is like get current chatbot. Exactly. Subdomain platform dash chatbot. Well, we really need to where. I mean, it's really complicated because since sometimes we do not have this initial render request. I'm not sure if we are going to be able to retrieve the chatbot if we are not in a subdomain. And I mean, if we're not as a subdomain, then we just don't return the data. So we have to be in a subdomain. We somehow need to get it's interesting. Because we need to have to get we could say like first here. But the problem is that we do not go to this middleware is called before the middleware that scope every request. Therefore, but since I only need the chatbot to be working on auth pages, I only need to send them when I want to access the auth pages. So I don't even need to put it into the inner share request middleware. So I do assume that I can remove it from there. Now, in theory, we shouldn't real bug. Messages is in the final. And we also need to set up a stuff into the database to say, hey, I don't want to display the chatbot because obviously if I click on it, there is nothing happening. It's all those small details that are painful. So yeah, let's continue. So the chatbot, where we do not need where. We need a first. Since there is only one chatbot per the file in the chat. Same for my middleware. Beethoven is really king at music. It's insane. This is cached by the subdomain. So now, what the fuck is that? Yeah, okay. If I go to some authentication pages, the oath, and then we go to the login page. We can extract the chatbot. And it won't be from the session, of course, because we have nothing into the session. Now the question is, should I take something into the session? I don't know. I commented it something the other day, but I don't remember exactly where I put it. I wonder if it was in the chicken platform. Yeah, this one. I need to install Telescope also in order to debugging. Yeah. I could put it into the session, but I don't really want to do this. Now, imagine that we have a login page that doesn't correspond. So I think we need to check first if we do have a chatbot. How do I get the current chatbot? Get current chatbot, and I assume we can just return this like this, chatbot, as a resource, new chatbot resource, chatbot, yeah, and we could like chatbot load messages. Will it work? No. Because it's a props and we didn't change the entire auth layout, I assume. Yeah, we don't need this, but if we say what is the status page? Status information, because yeah, they are here, and the status they're set it here. But I think we can get the props directly from the layout. And if we say that and say like doesn't seem to be working whatsoever. Why I do have this? Oh man, I'm too stupid. Of course we need this. It's what is displayed over there. Yeah, I'm stupid. Anyway, it's back to the normal. And then if we debug it by saying page.props, do we see the chatbot? Yeah, we do. I wonder why it's not on the same level of languages though. No, yes it is. Sidebar open true, can reset password true, status no, chatbot. So we do have the chatbot. That's a relief. So now if we go to the chat component, we should be able to get it. Now, we do not need this. Just need to use that. I don't know how to extract from the good way the props. Should it be a defined props, or let's watch the doc. No, they use like use pages, use page. Yeah, they don't use defined props. Yeah, so we do exactly as they do. We don't need partial reload, we need this, and we need to import that obviously. And then we can create compute, not mandatory though, like it's nothing crazy. We need to compute it, that do page.props.chatbot, and then from there, if the chatbot does exist, we can extract the messages, and that should be working just fine. Absolutely not, it doesn't. Oh yeah, every time I forget this dot value thing. Anyway, it works. And now we can modify our use platform, because we do not need the chatbot inside of it. Yeah, so we can remove all this. This is just the bare minimum chatbot thing. Platform thing. This is a classic. Now this is cool. But the only thing that is not cool is that if we try to access something that doesn't exist, how? For instance, if here the chatbot is returning null, for instance, would I have an error? Yeah, I do. So if there is no if I cannot get a chatbot, how is it going to work? Because for that I just extract it from the. But if I do something like where find 1, 2, 3, which doesn't, which obviously doesn't exist. And if we do this, we still have the same error. So that's not really what we want. And that kind of bugs me, because I don't want to deal with some conditions. And if I do where I got a 4-4. Yeah. But it's just an error, because this is null. That's why I wanted the chatbot to be um, just asking if there is a better option to do this. Yeah. This is a more elegant way apparently, but I don't really want to do this. Yeah, now I try to load. Yeah, okay. This is completely garbage. I really hate doing this. It works, but it's so ugly. I do this because I'm not sure that the authentication pages would. They has to be accessible from pretty much everywhere. I mean, from the I want them to be accessible from the platform that we uses, but also from the super admin dashboard. Therefore, I probably need to. I don't need a chatbot on these pages. That's why I wanted to put into the inner share and the request, under inner share request in the first place. But this middleware is called before my ensure current platform anyway. Actually, let me try. And this, I need to put in the non-dollar function because I cannot put this in the construct on the class itself. Let's see, who will win the race under initial requests. And if I just go to the app, you see there is the under initial request, and if I just move this above, yeah, it doesn't work. Oh, yeah, sorry. Does it fix? Yeah. Oh, it works. So perhaps this is just a solution, right? I mean, why have I put this on top? Yeah, like I did this controller, I did this middleware. So this would change everything. Yeah. And I'm thinking about it. We don't need it. I just unlock myself. What a genius. Now we don't need to do all this bullshit into the auth pages. Now we're gonna return the chatbot every time, which is not ideal from a pure performance standpoint, because it means that every fetch request, every refreshes of the page would fetch the cache and try to retrieve the chatbot. But I think it's more elegant. So let's do this. So now, in the inertia request, if we are under the subdomain, we can extract another platform. We can load the platform, the chatbot. So there we go, and we can just set fix what we've just done here. Not here, sorry. But in chatbot component, we can remove what we've done here in order to use what we just did. There we go, and then inside of the use platform, we can set back where it was. ID number, chatbot message. There's no ID. It's a UID, I guess. There's no such thing as IDs. It's a UUID, if I think correctly. So when I loop over that, I should have a read. Yeah. And it's not text, it's message. And then I hate TypeScript, I hate it. And then everything is working fine. So yeah, that's it. Actually, is that it? Because okay, we retrieve okay, we get the current platform. But the current platform is just fetch from the cache system. I want to DD the platform. Like, what kind of object is that? Is it like an object? Yeah, it's the model itself. I thought it would be like a JSON stuff, so now we can call method on it. That's crazy, because this comes straight from the cache, right? if we just do like dd cache and get subdomain dot dash platform. I don't know if it works. Yeah. No. Yeah, we get a model. So this is stored inside of the cache. We really need to install Telescope for that. In order for me to better understand the underlying requests that are made to my database, because I assume that this is not perfect. Because okay, I load it, but it create SQL request. While I should return chatbot. Nah, because I should do this something like chatbot equal get current chatbot, and then load the messages on the chatbot. And this is not actually not even good, because well, why is null now suddenly? Yeah. I don't know. What is the most optimal way to do it? Because of course, we could use, we could create another key and call it chatbot and pass it with a request, but we would lose the advantages of this. It's the end of the concerto. Oh, of the symphony. I don't know. And I fucking hate when I don't know. What would be the best thing I could do? Like, and also I need to retrieve the teams, and I need to yeah, this is actually, I think I'm gonna roll back from what I've just done previously, aka sending information directly with the login pages. So that sucks, but it's something I gotta do, because otherwise it would be a nightmare. So we could put this Ninth Symphony, quite overplayed, but still a classic. Directed by Daniel Barenboim. So yeah, let's do it. Let's remove that. Platform chatbot, yes. And then this, we do not need it anymore. Same for that. In the authentication session pages, we can repeat what we just did previously, which is absolutely garbage, and I absolutely hate it. And now we need to check to fix the chatbot component and redo what I've used to do. Let's me grab. Can we do this exactly that? Page.props .chatbot, and then we can add another computer constant messages equal chatbot dot value the messages. Working just fine, working flawlessly. Now we need to type, of course. And do we have a default image in chatbot? Yes, we do. So instead of this, we need to display a dynamic image, and this is chatbot dot image, I guess. This is, yeah. Now we need to type it. I will ask my fellow friend ChatGPT to help me out. And by waiting his answer, I'm taking a break. Okay, let's come back. Let's go back. So, I just figured out while I was brushing my teeth that this was not complete garbage, like, but this was completely ridiculous. Because we never want to get the chatbot by itself. We want the chatbot with the messages. So I think what I'll do is that I will directly, perhaps this sounds too big, I will directly return the chatbot messages here. I don't know. I don't know, for the single reason that I would have to put this into a resources and just return. I don't know. I will check that right after this. I have to type the chatbot. No, I need a visible boolean and an image into for chatbot type. Perhaps I should set the types in another file. I don't know. I guess, like I mentioned, since I never use TypeScript, I'm not really up to date with this kind of things. But yeah, it seems pretty well typed now. Bye-bye. And if I don't return it? If I don't return the messages, what happens? If I don't load them? Yeah, an error occur. Now, what should we do? Should we directly return a JSON file? Let's ask ChatGPT. And this. Yeah, sure. What am I building? Hello. I'm building a b2b SaaS, which already exists. Now, this is the current version of the product. This is a B2B, so business to business solution for company that want to organize team building events around sport competition. It's a forecast platform where you do some forecasts and some prognosis, and you can point. Let me show the demo very quick of the actual version of the product. So you say, okay, this team will score first, and then depending on the results, you earn some points. There is a ranking system, so people that earn the most amount of points have a ranking. Now here everybody is at the top of the ranking because there is no forecast. Nobody has found the right score, but at the end of the competition there is a ranking, and then the players can win prizes at the end. But everything is organized by the company that do this for their employees. So I do not provide the prizes. It's the company that provide the prizes. The only thing I do is that I set up a platform to their coders for them, and I'm rebuilding it because it's not good enough. So now I'm just doing the authentication page and try to make this little chatbot here to welcome you working. I don't know if what I just said makes sense. And now I'm just trying to make some little bit of optimization about it. Yes, I'm using Laravel in Inertia, but no, I'm using Vue.js, not React. Because I know Vue.js and I don't really know React, and I don't want to learn it. And Vuejs is quite good in my opinion, so the ecosystem is not as big as React, but it's more stable, we would say. Ok, très bien, frère. Yeah, they are all good. I mean, it really depends about what you want to build with it. I knew you were, yeah, because of the accent. You're French too? Haha, yeah. Well, it's 2 in the morning in France. No, I'm Algerian. Oh, okay. You know some French. Do I know some Arabs? Except Salam Alaikum, I don't know anything. So if I do this... Yeah. That's really impressive, right? If I do this and I just remove it and I just debug, do we have the relation? We need to clear the cache, I think. Yeah. So now we have the relation. So if we return, if we debug this, we should get the relation. Notice, no. Why? Oh. Oh yes, it works. So now we have a JSON file. So that's working. That's pretty nice. I didn't know you could do this. Let me check the documentation real quick. Lazy loading, I think that's how it works. That's how it's said. It's called, sorry. This is not the documentation. This is the old version. Eager loading when accessing. Yeah, this is not what I want. Because I know this. Yeah. The relationship is specified in the model. I was just looking. I just wanted to know the difference between width and load, but I think it's quite the same thing. Because the messages that now they are loading and they are loaded. It's not the problem. I just wanted to understand what was the difference between the load and width. But it's the same thing. It's just that the load just load after the parent model has been. So it's it doesn't matter. It works. This is just fine. So now we just need to return it directly. And it should be working. I'm sure it does. So now our chatbot, our method getCurrentChatbot returns not only the chatbot itself, but the messages associated with the chatbot, which is what I wanted to do. What do I need to do now? Yeah, it's multi-tenant. Well, it's not. It's multi-tenant, but it's a fake multi-tenant. Like, I don't have multiple databases. I just have one database, and I just scope every. Let me show you. I have a middleware. Here on current platform, and I scope every model based on the subdomain. So everybody share the same database, but like if for instance I just do a platform platform, or I would just get, or something like language dot or I will only retrieve the model associated with the current platform, so with the current tenant. So yeah, it's not a real multi-tenancy application, but since I don't need a real multiple database, I don't want to manage multiple database per client, I just do this workaround. So now in my controller, I could just say, if I want to extract still, if I want to extract every user, I just have to do this. I don't have to every time set where platform ID equal, etc, etc. That's why I do this. And now we have a problem. Yeah, it's still, but it's not like the when we talk about multi-tenancy app, usually it's like with one database per entity. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. One backend, one DB, and multiple domain. If you see my this is where I get this is where I extract the subdomain. Anyway, what was I thinking about? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I need to debug here's the pages where I don't return the chatbot. Because now chatbot is like undefined, because we have nothing inside of it. I don't want an error. Of course I don't return the chatbot, but I don't want this to throw an error. I want the chatbot to be nullable. Yeah, so no problem right now. Why doing the hard way when you can do it the easy way? But still, now we need to return a chatbot every time in our auth pages. So now we did the login. We need to set it up in the register. And now we do have it. Perfect. Now, yeah, the login, I've done it. The forgot password. Do the same thing for forgot password. And pass it there. I think there is a better way to do, but I don't see it so far. Same thing for that. I think that's it. Oh no, we need to verify email. Time to sleep. Yeah, it's quite late in Algeria right now. It must be like 2:30, 2:35, something like this. I don't know if it's the same time zone as France, but seems I'm not in France. Oh no, it's 1:35. It's not the same time as Paris. I thought it was the same. Well, good night to you, man. See you. Yeah, 1:36. Have a great sleep. Confirm password. Need to continue our authentication pages. Now, the verify email. Initial render. Chatbot. Now the initial read. Can't I? Internet route. Dashboard, yes. And then if we render the page, we need to set this So there is the status and there is the chatbot. Now I need to check every word because now I edited so many files. It's going to be a nightmare to review. The same thing for this page also. Oh no. Verify make controller, it's returning the dashboard in any cases. So we do not care about this page. And now the verification notification, this is a post method, we don't care. And we just need to do these routes now. So chatbot. And we just have to return it. And I think we're good to go. Now let's try it. Now we are on our register page. If I go to the login page, it works. If I go to the forgot password, it works. If I go to forgot password, it works. If I go to reset password / token, I don't know if it will work because I don't have any token. But if I do just random token here, it works. If I do like a verify email, I don't think it's, oh yes, I do need a verify email. Then I'm redirected to login because my email is already verified, but I think it will work. We need to try it. Oh, because I'm not connected. Not because I didn't verify my email, just that I'm not connected. So yes, let's try to connect with my email. And now we are on a verify page. So that's working. Now if I try to access, let's open Docker. I try to access this page. Does it work? It's redirected. I need to try with a proper user experience. And it's confirm password. I think confirm password will work also. Yeah, everything is working. So now we need to erase the cache. We need to create an observer. And every time our chatbot has been, our chatbot model is updated, we need to erase the cache. I think it should be alright then. The observers. Oh, and we need to do some CDOS too. Now the observers, the platform created. Let me check very quick what I've already done in my observer thing. Platform observer. And then every time it's updated, we need to forget the cache. Not necessarily chatbot though, but the platform get original. I will ask ChatGPT to see what it will tells me. Because I know how to do it, but I want to see. Okay. I want to see how he would do it. It's a platform subdomain, but I want to do the. I don't think it will work because if I update the subdomain, then that's why I wanted to ask him. Yeah, get original. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. Remove the cache for the old subdomain, remove the cache for the new in case it was set. I don't know in why. Since you cannot. No, actually, it's only this. Nothing crazy. It's just that. Get original subdomain. I wonder if I will indeed remove. Because if I update the subdomain, then every cache system, if I change the subdomain, the cache will be invalid, so it will recreate a new key with the associated data. But if another platform uses the same subdomain as an old one, it will eat the previous cache. This is not good. Like if I have a platform that's called demo and it changes to demo 1, and during 1 hour of time there's another platform that also wants to call itself demo, it will eat the cache of the previous one. Will it? Because I forget it, but I need to forget every single other cache. That's not convenient. Perhaps I should scope cache by UIDs instead of subdomain in my main middleware. Here. Perhaps I should get the platform and then set up the cache. It's a pretty tough one. And here I should extract the first platform, the current platform, or just instead of using the subdomain, using the UID. I don't know. I really don't know. Indeed, it should be more convenient to use the UID instead of the subdomain, but the advantage of using the subdomain is that we do not need to eat another time, the cache another time, since it's already in a request. I will write it down to just keep it in mind. So we remove the cache, yeah. Let's do it this way for now, and we will see if it's a problem or not. Because from what I've done previously, it's not good either, because I need to do some... But I mean, yeah. Let's not overthink the cache system, because most of the problem is getting the data, not updating it. There is more reads than updates. So in our observer, in our platform observer, we can forget the cache when it's updated, forget the cache when it's deleted. Gets the cache when it's restored. And force delete, I need to remove a directory. I don't know if that makes sense. disk name is S3. Let me check if it's real. If it's actually true. File system. Yeah, it's actually true. Platform search platform UID, and not the subdomain. But why do I need to forget the cache for the new subdomain? I mean, it would fix our issue, perhaps. Yeah, ChatGPT is right. Such a classic. Bum, 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 bum. Anyway, now we have everything. The cache is set up. The observer things works. If I click on this, yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, but it's absolutely normal. Now we need to define a observer. Make observer for the chatbot. Da-dee-da. Let me see. What is it? Clear platform cache. What have I done for that? and I will take a pee. See you in. Okay. Oh, welcome to you, excessive coding. I'm just doing some refactoring in the things that I've done yesterday, and also enhancing the performance by hiding some cache. And I'm just asking some to ChatGPT to help me figuring out the best solution to forget the cache and to set up the best cache key. If the platform model is already ready, it's simple. Yeah, but it's not really. You need to run this to clean up yourself if you want to avoid stale cache data. Yeah, I don't think it's a evil solution. So yeah, let's. How would you do it, by the way, for forgetting the cache every time there is an update in the model? You would do it into the controller, or you would do it into some observer? I would do it in the observer, like something like this. The problem is, I think this triggers an SQL request, right? So every time there is a modification in my chatbot, there is an SQL request. Now, this is not like extremely bad. This is not terrible because there is not that much read into the database. But still, I would have preferred something more. I don't know. Music is a bit loud. Is it better now? Yes. Okay. My bad. It's better now. And I don't know if I should. This is another question. Should I set the key to subdomain or should I set the key to UID? This is something I don't know. Because in my model, I set the key to subdomain. Because the subdomain, I already have it into the request. While if I wanted to have the UID of the platform, I would have do something like platform and get you on platform and then extract the UID from there. So I don't know. Perhaps I would change the way cache key works. For now, I don't think it's a necessary problem. It's only a problem if suddenly a platform is created with a particular subdomain, and for some reason they changed it, and a new platform comes in less than an hour. It's been created with the ancient subdomain of the ancient platform. So there is an overlap on the cache key, but I don't think it would ever happen. So but it's something to keep in mind. So yeah, now I've edited it too much file. Oh, and I have to register my observer. If I remember correctly, you have to register your observer in the. Yes, you can do something like this, like observed by. This is new, by the way. In the older version of PHP and Laravel, domain is fine. I think domain is fine too, but if I want to be picky, I would do it under the UID thing. Now, there is something I cannot do in the UID. It's to set the key for the platform itself, for the information of the platform, because it would require me to every new refresh of the page, I would have to extract, to check the subdomain and to extract the model associated to this subdomain. So it will make every time it will make an SQL request, and I really don't want that, because when there is a goal that is scored, everybody start to refresh the page. So it has to eat the cache as most as possible. So that's why if you go on the platform model, that's why I cache the current platform with the subdomain. So if there's a subdomain, we just cache the platform for this particular subdomain. Anyway, yes, I have to register my my observer. Fuck. And then I think I will commit. I don't know. Pum, pum, bim, bim, pum. And since this is an array of observers, so have you finished your video? Like, have you re-recorded it, Steven? Oh, by the way, I didn't show you the little chatbot that I've made. Like, this is entirely customizable, so you can change the text and you can change the image here, and it's here to welcome the new users. Kind of like my actual version of it. Here. You can change the images. For instance, you could put a, I don't know, football player or, yeah, but I was tired or, yeah. Uh, that's, yeah, okay. That's what happened when you sleep from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I might, yeah, I mean, it's better to launch rather than never launch and iterate on it, because you will not achieve perfection. I mean, we are not artists yet, sadly. So now we have everything. I guess everything is set up. I will cache, scope, and observer. So now I will erase the database and I will retry everything. So this doesn't no longer works. That's fine. That's exactly what we want. Now if we do the onboarding again, let's see if I didn't break anything. Next. Demo. Oh, I have to set up a... No, actually, no. I'm talking gibberish here. I will send you the new the version I have. Yeah. I mean, is it already edited or it's like raw video? Curious to have your opinion. I will share my opinion. And we are connected. We are here with the nice chatbot. So everything, I think I can commit now. I will have to review every file. We will commit it and we will install Laravel Telescope. I hope it still exists, because it was a crazy tool. Yes, it still exists. This is Laravel Telescope. It's really insane. It's really, really good. Yes, it's all done. Wow. Nice. And did you made your, you have your thumbnail, or you have to do it? I have to review all of these files. So here we just change the order of the middleware. That's fine. In the app service provider, we just remove the wrapping of the data inside of our resources because we do not need it. Chat resources. Now we send the chatbot within the authentication pages. This is the login page. I was trying with thumbnail towing. I don't even know what towing means. Oh, you were okay, playing with some thumbnails. But I might just use the one we made. Yeah. Feel free to use it. I mean, you could just retake the picture and if the picture was not good enough, you could reuse the picture, but keep the editing style. So this is the chatbot. This is our auth layout where we Yeah, we changed this. We added a chatbot component in our competition. What have we done here? I have no. Oh yes, we changed the language by competition. Yeah. Here, what have we done? Returning a chatbot. Email verification is the same thing. We return the chat bot. Yes, if chatbot exists, then we return it. Ensure current platform, we add this global scope for chatbot. A chatbot dot underscore platform ID, platform ID, yes. Ending inertia request. If we get a, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just now it's on it's on several lines instead of just. It's the same thing. Yeah, nothing crazy. I guess we removed the method get to array because it was buggy. Platform observer. We had an observer and we had a relation with the chatbot. Platform resources, we added a chatbot. Now we don't really need it, but it's nice to have. Okay. Step 1, just changed it. Kept it as later. Migration for our chatbot. Oh, I need to add a. I need to be able to enable or disable the chatbot of a platform. So I need to add things like is enabled. Chatbot message, nothing crazy about it. Get the first chatbot. This works because we scoped it before. I don't want to review this. They said nothing. Yeah, chatbot message. Nothing crazy. There is nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Yeah, no, something here. Nothing here. Observer, there is. Is it the same key though? Yes, it's the same key. Data. Nothing here. Okay. Now we create a chatbot. And we added some chatbot message. And now we remove the cache from the platform itself. Okay, let's check what GitHub will come out with. Chatbot. Integrate chatbot functionality with dynamic message loading and resource management. I think this is GitHub Copilot is not insanely good, but summarizing some commit messages is pretty good. We have to give him this. I don't know why it's so long to just push a simple commit. Yes, it's used. Commit anyway. So now we need to install telescope to see if we have not created some bad SQL request, and if the cache is working great, if the events are working great, if the SQL queries are running smoothly, etc., etc. This is just a debugging tool that is really powerful. And now it doesn't work. I think it doesn't work because of PostgreSQL. I have to change something, but I don't know what exactly. Oh, just so dumb. I'm so dumb. Now it works. Of course, I have to use the .sair thing. And the symphony is over. Let's see. Yeah, Arrangeuse Concerto. Yeah, local optimization installation. If you plan to use I mean, I want to use it in local only. Do we have the configuration file? Yes, we do. Animal telescope enable default true. Now I'm going to not displaying it because I want to edit some environment variables. Yeah, true. And then we just have to set this into the. Here we go. So yeah, now if I don't mistake myself, if I remember correctly, I can do this and say telescope. It doesn't work. After running telescope install, you should remove the telescope service provider registration from your application bootstrap provider. Instead, in the register method. So we'd have to remove it from there. Okay. App provider, app service provider. App service provider. And here we need to set that, I think. Still have the same error. Compose with the JSON, and then do we have an extra thing? Extra, don't discover laravel telescope. I don't know why it doesn't work. I don't know. Oh, okay. So the dump tutorial was the solution. Now we can just do this once again and create the onboarding and just check if everything is working smoothly. Now you see we can see our request here, the answer with every route. That's basically in a short thing. We can see our model being created, but so far it's only front end. So we can register ourselves. Now we added a post request with the payload, and we have some queries. This is queries for the validation thing. And this is folder languages, I guess. If I refresh, we got a get method, and the queries we have still corporate cache. Select stars from cache where key. Oh yeah, because the cache is in the database for now. I don't know why it's called 2 times. I don't know. This is the cache. I don't know why it's called 2 times. Inner channel, which is onboarding. Yes, I know why it's called 2 times. Because it's called 1 time for that and 1 time for that. It's fine. Then we set up the competition, and then good to go. We receive an email. So if it's yes, we just forget the cache. That's alright. Now we need to verify. It doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? Why we got a 4-4? Why the subdomain is demo? It's not. It shouldn't be demo. It should be this. Oh, because it's okay. Never mind. It was the wrong mail. I clicked on the wrong mail, so now it works. And in theory, we should be able to see some caching system. Yeah, the cache has been hit. We hit the languages, the platform bot, the global languages. I have no clue why, and the platform 2 times. That's why. Yeah, so that's why I wanted to put some cache. And the queries is a lot of queries are from the cache, because so far the cache is stored directly inside of our SQL database. And where is set up the where is the cache driver? Cache store, yes, database. We're gonna have to change it for Redis. I don't even know if I have a Redis system that is working right now. Yes, I do. I don't know why I don't use it though. If we refresh our login page, let's see what request we have. We have 7 queries into the database. 1 to update the session, 1 to get the cache for the platform languages, 1 for the cache of having the platform itself, 1 for the cache to having the platform chatbot, 1 for the cache to have the global languages. I don't know why. I do know why. It's because in our middleware, this middleware here returns every domain, every. No, it doesn't. Why do we have this? We shouldn't have this. This is the cache for the platform. Yes, I guess we triggered that several times. Can I know exactly where it is? No. This is the session. I wonder why we have this. Onboarding controller. We are not on the onboarding controller. Oh, it's here. I cannot remove it. Well, I could. Let me see. I don't know why it's up there. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. That's why I wanted to install Telescope, because you can debug. I am back. Well, welcome back. I've just installed Telescope, which is a crazy tool. I really like it. It helped me to debug things, and I found like a duplicate request that I shouldn't have. So now, if the languages, when should we return the language? We should return the languages when we are on the onboarding page. It's not on the actual. So yeah, we should do the exact same thing that we've just did up there. If subdomain we return. I think I've never used. Dude, it's crazy. Look, you can see every request. It's like shipped with Laravel. It's just a package to install. And it gives you a nice interface. You can see every request that your app do. You can see the command that you run, the scheduler if you have the job that is currently running and the job that failed. the cache key that has been hit, the events that have been sent, the exception, the it's really good. I don't know because there is you can see every SQL request. I don't know because they have several tools like this. They have Telescope. I think they have other things like the Sanctum is not that. Paint, I don't know what is. What is this? Scout. No. Yeah, there is some kind of overlaps. I don't remember which things overlap with that, but there is something that overlap. I think it's Nightwatch, but since Nightwatch is a standalone, Horizon. Yeah, it doesn't seem to, oh yeah. That's what I was thinking about. Why there is Horizon and Telescope. I've never used Horizon, I think. Because Telescope is working just fine. Now, I would say Horizon Telescope is more global stuff, and Telescope is more global stuff. Horizon is focused on only on Q, so you can debug Q from a better way. But Telescope is like insane. You can see the query for every request. That's why I figured that out, that I had this request that I shouldn't have. You can see every cache that has been hit. Now I have 7 queries because right now my cache driver is the database itself, so that's why I have so many queries. But I will change it by using Redis or memcache or something like this. I've used it for some Q-heavy project. Yeah, but you have queues here too. Oh, actually, no, you don't. But you can see the jobs that has been dispatched. You can also debug your email, and you can. I think you can see the emails. Yes, you see, they can see the emails. That's crazy. That's a really great tool. I should encourage everyone to use it. Yeah, Telescope is more for local dev, because if you set it in production, then your database will be bloated with so many data, every logs basically. So this is for local development. You can put it in production, but it's not really recommended, I think. So now that we have this, we should be able to directly return that. It's not even 11 and I'm already starving. And otherwise, we should return this. With this, boom, boom. And then suddenly I should not see my... Hey. Yeah. Now I should see 1 query less. Yes, exactly. We were at 7 queries, now we are at 6 queries because we removed the useless these useless queries. Actually, I've installed Telescope here. I should remove it and install it there. It's by alphabetical order, I guess. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Yeah, should be there. So if I do a composer install now, and if I do a composer dump autoload, should be working. Yeah. Let me see. I don't remember using Horizon. Laravel Horizon is for local dev, or it's also used for production thing? I guess it's also for production, right? So you can monitor in real time. And can you securize it with a password, or how do you securize it if it's accessible in production? You can even retry some jobs from the interface. Oh yes, so I might have already used it. Yes, you should. But how do you do it? That's the question. Do you do it manually? I mean, it can use the auth system. Okay. To access it. Okay. I wonder how it would work, because the auth system is encapsulated into a multi-tenancy logic. I don't know if I will use it. But now they have like Laravel at Nova. What is this again? Is this a dashboard? Yes, this is a dashboard. I think it's quite pricey, right? Oh, it's okay. But Nightwatch, I'm really interested in Nightwatch. It's not been released yet, and I think it would cost a tremendous amount of money, but just use over admin rights. Okay. And the connection is the URL where you access Octane is just /Octane, or it's something else. I thought it was already publicly available. Yes, but if it's publicly... Oh, Nightwatch? I thought it was also, because it's been like a few months since it's in this stage. Let's see the announcement trailer when it was 5 months ago, and it's still on some wishlist thing. In Q1 to 2025, I don't know. Q1 is like a quarter of... Yeah, a quarter of... I don't know when it ends. Oh yeah, it's ending in March, so... Yeah, they are pretty late. Yeah, I'm not responsible for the late. Not responsible for that. But I think it would be great to have something that it's kind of like, I guess it's somehow a Prometheus Grafana alternative that already works right from the bat. So it makes sense. What does make sense? Sorry man, I don't understand. I wonder how many people will use it though. I don't know, because if you can monitor everything from Laravel Cloud, for instance, if you have just one thing outside, I would rather have Sentry. Yes, I don't use those tools. Oh, Sentry. Oh, I hate it. I used it, but perhaps I didn't quite understood what it was supposed to do. But it was so garbage. Like, he was sending me errors that I knew that there were errors, and I'm like, yeah, why are you sending me this errors? I don't care, because I can see when the app is crashing. So I don't really understand the usage of Sentry. Well, that's the goal. Yeah, but I mean, my app never crashes. That's the only problem that it was like it's telling me bugs that I didn't have. When you were in a team, it makes sense. In which way? Because now I just do like, if I want to monitor crashes, I don't even know why my app would crash in the first place, but let's assume that it would crash. You can assign errors, alright. But how the errors are handled? Like, it's front-end error, it's back-end error? Like, you have to trigger the error manually, right? You have to make some try catch and then send a Sentry event in the catch. Yeah, no, it can be anything. Okay. Because if I have some, and it's work with every Laravel exceptions. For instance, I have an error here in this method. It will fire a Sentry error. Okay. Because I used it, but I wasn't sold by it. Like, it was like, yeah, you're sending me errors that I already know about, and it's really not error that is I have to fix. It be Laravel plus Strike plus Swift, for example. Yeah, okay. Because usually, when I want to check if everything is working smoothly, then I don't know, because if I have an error on my Laravel app, the entire app is unusable. I don't know. Yes, I received notification, but it was for error that I really don't care about. I don't know. I might try it. Usually, for some small project, what I used to do is like I send a Telegram notification every time I have an error. Because my concern was more about the scaling of the application rather than skill issue. I think, yeah, it must be a skill issue. But I do have, like, I receive email from Sentry times to time saying me, hey, you got some errors. But to be honest, if you're happy to just start, yeah, night watch makes more sense. I don't think I will even use because night watch for me it's more like a like a monitor stuff, not a bug tracking thing. It's more like Prometheus and Grafana rather than just Sentry. It's more to monitor the activity of the app and the average time response and stuff like this. More like a Datadog or Peppertail and stuff like that. Yes, yes. For me, it's just Prometheus and Grafana merged together for Laravel, and you have no configuration to do. It's a good mix of things, yeah. But I think it would make sense that it's with some pricing. Yeah, Q1 2025. Early access. So if I register myself, perhaps I will have access to the early access. Because it's an early access Q1. Perhaps it's already in the pricing is going to be crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the pricing would be crazy. I think it depends on the amount of log that you want to store. But over that, I don't know. I predict $49 for the lowest tier. Then I won't use it then. I won't use it because Laravel Forge and Laravel Cloud, I think, have enough monitor. Have enough monitoring system for me. Only if I really want something to monitor more in depth, I would use Prometheus. I guess there is something that already works. Yeah, the Spatty team already built some Prometheus package for Laravel. The problem with Prometheus is to set up Grafana with it, like creating the graph and stuff like this. If this works right from the bat, it's great. Have you ever tried Laravel Nova? I don't know what's going on in the Laravel ecosystem though. I don't know what is going. Is there anything going on? Sorry, I have to start the concept. Spatty seems so disconnected from the whole Laravel ecosystem at the moment. I don't know. I've just used the translation package, Laravel translatable. Which packages? For the error screen. Was originally a Spatty package. Oh, you mean the Laravel team does not collaborate with Spatty anymore in order to include their contribution directly to the Laravel framework. I've never heard of this. Okay. This is kind of like, this is a mix between Kuma and Kubernetes and Kuma, Grafana and Prometheus. Elasticsearch. Really weird stuff, so weird. I've never heard of Odia. Like, it's not that bad. There is, if there is competition, right? This is not a Laravel thing. It was, I guess they rebranded it. It was made for Laravel? Odia was made for Laravel? The only thing I don't really understand with Laravel is Laravel Vapor. But this switch before Nightwash. Oh, okay. I don't know enough about the Laravel ecosystem. I know that Laravel Telescope is included in the framework, but I would be careful making stuff for Laravel, to be honest. It's open source. What do you mean making stuff for Laravel? Like making third-party packages? Or making actual product that you want to sell? Tools just for Laravel. Why? Because you're scared that they will steal the project and create their own things.
Piece called Nardis, which was written by Miles Davis, especially for a Bill Evans session with Cannonball Adderley, and it's been in Bill's repertoire.
By themselves, like if you create a monitoring system, they will just rip off your project and create their own on their side. That's what you mean?
Interpretation of a British song. It's from the Anthony Newley Leslie Brickus show Stop the World I Want to Get Off, and it's called Who Can I Turn To?
I think they will prioritize in-house stuff, which makes sense in a way. I mean, for me, the end user, I don't know if it's a bad thing or not. I really need to get deeper into this. I really wish I could knew Elixir, really like mastering the language. Anyway. Man, you don't want this. Why? This looks like fun. Finally, some like functional programming rather than OOP, which I don't like. The ecosystem is not there. Yes, I know. I know. But I was just wondering, like, if from a pure job perspective, it would be better to learn Elixir rather than just say, hey, I do PHP and Laravel, hire me. Yeah. Like what? I think you could learn. Yeah, there is really few jobs in Elixir, but there are also not so much developer. I think Elixir is great for building a microservice application or a part of a microservice application, for instance, real-time notification and or handling a huge amount of requests. For instance, I know like Discord and basically entirely run on Elixir. At least their messaging system works on Elixir. So now we install Telescope. I can check that in the to-do list. You can try. You can also. I've tried. I tried to learn. I've already but I wanted to try to learn Elixir first. So I tried to learn how it works with the tuples, the fact that you can code function into function. But I kind of forget what I've learned because I didn't put into practice. But yeah, I should. But not today because I have to build some actual project. And also, have you ever tried Expo and React Native? I have to build a mobile app with React Native and Expo.js. And it looks like it's incredibly powerful. Yeah, pretty good. I've just watched the other day. I started to watch a tutorial video about Expo. And it sounds like it looks like black magic. Like you can use native component from Swift and Android, and it works in React. Or React it's translated to native component, native element. I didn't understand how it works, but it looks easy. The only thing that I think it's the best way to create an app at the moment. Yeah, if you don't know Swift or Java, yeah, it's the best thing so far. There is links, but I don't. That has been created by Biden's, but I don't know. Yeah, you can create native code, but I don't know how React is translated to native code. There is basically no limitation. There is some performance limitation. I assume you cannot have access to every API, every core component of the. Like, I think you can go deeper with Swift than with React Native. I have no clue. Okay. It's wiring magic, to be honest. Yes, no clue how it works. The only thing that I don't like is like the React syntax. It's look goofy. It doesn't look good compared to Vue.js. Vue.js looks so good. Bro, React is the best. Vue.js and Svelte are so much more beautiful than React. Can you add multi-database tenancy? No, I will not do this because it's a nightmare to maintain, and I want a dashboard to be able to monitor everything. So I would have to connect the dashboard to like hundreds of different databases, and I don't want to do this. Plus, in terms of DevOps work, it's quite big. So I just use one database and I scope every SQL query. So it's kind of like mimicking a multi-database, but I won't use a multi-database. I know there is packages for that for laravel. This one, for instance, so you can look for it if you want, but I won't use it. Be right back, going to grab some coffee. Yeah, I think I will end the stream very soon because it's already almost 3 hours, and the next thing I have to do in my to-do is I don't know what. It's testing the pages, the authentication pages. It's not fun. I don't want to do this in live. I just try to remove some dashboard to see if I should still have it, and if we remove the cache. I will send you a version of the video after this stream then. Yeah, you can send it like right now. I will end the stream in 5 minutes. And then we don't have a chatbot anymore.
Who wrote the music for the Walt Disney film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, ever imagined that that little tune would one day become the inspiration of great.
So that was it, actually. That was it for the login page. Now we have the login page. It's responsive. The logo doesn't working because the logo is white for now, but the mobile version of the website is not that important since most of the people use it on desktop. So now that we have every page is working, the next stream, I think I will start to create the admin dashboard. So the real deal, the real stuff, the real application, I will show you, give you little hints of what it looks like. So I will start creating the dashboard admin for the administrator of the platform, so they can monitor their platform, change the style, adding some prices, changing this chatbot, etc., etc. The pages look like this basically. This would be the theme. This would be the theme also for the images, for the colors, for the prices, managing the users, etc., etc. But this would be for another day, because it's quite it's would require a lot of work. So yeah, see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.